Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today's review will be on the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Voyager class Thundercracker. And here he is in his alt mode, which is referred to as a Cybertronian Tetrajet, which is, at least this is based off of the Cybertronian Tetrajet design that appeared in, I think, a couple episodes of the original Generation 1 cartoon. So that's what this is. And it looks very nice. Nice bits of details. Nice sculpting. I find this to be a very interesting design of the... I don't know, I think this is a pretty interesting design for a spaceship. Very cool, very nice. It doesn't really do anything in alt mode, unfortunately. You just sort of wave it around. So let's get on to a transformation. Just to make things a little easier, I'm going to unplug these weapons. These right here, I'm just going to say them. These are his null rays. With his null rays laser launchers, I think is the title of them. You can transform them while they're still clicked on, but just to simplify things, I'm just going to take it off. So now onto his transformation, which we start off by coming back here, flipping this up, and straightening out. Then you come in here, pull this out, flip it over, and then push it so far so that this clicks into place, like so. And then you just push it in for assurance. And then you just start wiggling this off. Come on. Oh yeah. You have to unpeg all of this. So wiggle that. Come down here and unpeg. And then just lift this up for clearance sakes. And for this part, you unpeg this. Push it in. Unpeg. Push it in. And then you can kind of see where the rest of this is going. So this you lift up like so. And then you straighten out. So this you push down, which unpegs it from there. Oh, and they put these nice little spring-loaded flaps, so that when you're transforming it, you have to make sure you push it in. It sort of closes that gap. So it's pretty nice. Then you rotate this around. Like always, let's do the legs first. Straighten out the feet like this. Pull out the heel, straighten out the feet. Like so. Then you bring this thing down, and it should, yes it does, it kind of brings out his head. So you bring this down and click it into place. Bring it up here, and then come back here and take this off. There we go. Unpeg that and just stick it back in there. And then, and this part, I remember throwing me off when I first saw it because I didn't see how to do this. You take this apart and then you fold it up. Like so. And then when you bring this down, when you bring this down, you have to plug these into here, like so. You can have those towers on his head. And we're almost done. You now done. I never remember which angle it's supposed to be in. There we go. Okay, so it's this way. So you get in here, open this up, straight out. Fold out his fist and fold it back up. Same thing on this side. There we go. Open up, fold out, and fold out again and close. There you go. He's almost ready. And then for this bit, you just don't have to do anything. Just fold these back down and just slightly angle them to give them a little bit of a wingspan. And straighten out some stuff. Just double check, click into place, angle that a bit. Head, yeah. I think that's it. And now I'm gonna jump the gun a little bit. But these null rays, you can pretty much plug it into any port, and you can have him hold it in his hands. However, I'm gonna be a little more traditional here and plug them where they're supposed to go, which is here on his shoulders. Like so. So now he has his null rays having that whole seeker look. So yeah, and that's it. This is Thundercracker in his robot mode. And it's a quite impressive robot mode. Although it's so impressive it gets recycled like 20,000 times. Apparently this is the seeker. This is, you know, the iconic seeker design. Starscream. So yeah, here he is. Very nice design, bits of details everywhere. And he does have, I don't know if I can show it off. As you can see, he actually has light piping. There's it right there. Very nice. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I was not expecting him to have a light piping, but he does. He also has that nice, cool little smirk on his face. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, it's a nicely detailed G1 inspired head sculpt, though everything is all G1. It's a very nice G1 design, like an update of it. And so onto articulation, his head is on a ball joint. Wings can go, have their own double hinges here. The arms can go out this far, forward, back. Hold on, wrote this out of the way. Swivel there, double bend at the elbow, and a swivel at his wrist. And you can open that up too. But has a little bit of wrist articulation, which is nice. Now for his lower half, he has a waist swivel. Legs can go out that far, then forward, back, swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, and an ankle pivot. It's a small one, but he has it, which helps him with his balance. Since because of this backpack, as slim as it does make him a little bit top heavy. So yeah, overall, Thundercracker here, very impressive. I feel that if you're gonna get any one of these many versions of this mold, I can safely say that this mold is quite solid and pretty impressive. It's a very nice update on the Seeker design. Well, not design, but it's a very nice update of the Seeker body. So yeah, very nice solid figure. Size comparisons, here is Ratchet and Cliff Jumper. You can see he's a pretty nicely sized Voyager. And now onto, I guess, the little mini history of the character. Thundercracker, for those of you who aren't, well, that's why I even mentioned this, Thundercracker is a Generation 1 character with this design being a sort of update on his Cybertronian design, which appeared in the Generation 1 cartoon. Thundercracker is one of 3 members of what's called the Seekers, which is led by Starscream and his other partner, Skywarp. So Thundercracker is the famous blue one who gets his name because his null rays can actually fire lightning, from what I can remember reading. So yeah, basically Thundercracker is the blue one, Starscream is the like white red one, Skywarp is the black and purple one. And they were all the same exact body type. What was different about them was their colors and personalities and some abilities. I think some versions of Skywarp have them go invisible, which is neat. So yeah. And with that also translates into this figure where, where are they going with this? Yeah, it's Thundercracker. Cool figure, solid figure, Generation 1 character. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. This mold is repainted from the War for Cybertron Voyager class Starscream. Same mold, they just repainted it, and I think his head is slightly different. I think that Starscream had a more, I think, scowling face. Like, he wasn't smirking. I don't think he was smirking. But yeah, I believe his face is what's different. And then this mold is also repainted many times into like all of the other Seekers, which include, they haven't released it yet, but I'm assuming they're going to do a Skywarp repaint. Just calling it now, it's kind of obvious. There's the Starscream, Thundercracker, they might do a Skywarp. They did a triple pack which had Acid Storm, Ion Storm, and another Seeker, which I don't remember the name of. I can never remember it. It's such a weird name. So, but it was Ion Storm, which is like another blue one. Sunstorm, which is a yellow one. And Acid Storm, that was the other one. Acid Storm, which is green. Was it Sunstorm? No, it was Solar Storm. That's what threw me off. It was like a yellow one, but it wasn't Sunstorm. It was a very weird 3-pack. A blue one named Ion Storm, and a yellow one that I don't believe was Sunstorm. I think it was Solar Storm or something. I don't even remember. And then it had Acid Storm, which is like the green one, which a lot of people, like, myself included. And also there's also a Target exclusive red version called Red Wing. Beats me, but it's a red one. So yeah, that's Thundercracker. Solid mold, solid figure. If you want to grab them all, go ahead. But there's like a bunch of these molds being used. This mold is used a lot. It's a nice mold, so it's, you know, at least they're copying something good. So yeah, this is Composite Enerjoe, and this has been my review of the Transformers. Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Voyager class Thundercracker. And between you and me, it's both him and Skywarp, which are my two favorites. I kind of flip between who I like more. So yeah, Thundercracker. This is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out.